Hi Sagittarius, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for October 2014. Sagittarians, we begin this month with Mercury going retrograde, followed with a total lunar eclipse which is conjuncting Uranus, and we wrap up the month with Venus that is going to be entering Scorpio. Right now, as we all know the drill, during a Mercury retrograde, it's never wise to buy big ticket items, be it your washing machines, your household products, or even if it's anything to do with technology. It's normally found out during a retrograde transit that products that you may have bought they could be a technical glitch, or you may find a better price or a better product, or say maybe a better version of it right after the retrograde is over. So it's normally avoidable not to buy anything expensive during these 3 weeks. It's also advised that be extremely careful as far as all your communication is concerned, be it written, spoken, emails, SMSs, conferences. Be very careful that you are articulate, that you are clear. The easiest way to go about this is to keep your communication absolutely simple. Keep it short, keep it brief, so that there are lesser chances of misunderstandings happening, be it at your personal space or be it at your workspace. Travel also is something which is ruled by Mercury. So for those of you who are traveling in October, ensure that your travel tickets are there in place. Your cars and your bikes are well serviced. You are carrying all the papers with you. Also, it's found during this time that there are a lot of breakdowns, not just as far as your vehicles are concerned, but even remember to take a data backup with your laptop computers, and even for your phones. There are a lot of technical glitches again that happen with all the electronic items that we have at home. Now Mercury, during a Mercury retrograde, which normally happens 3 or maybe 4 times in a year, it's found that during this slowing down, technically of course there is no slowdown per se. The planets do not come back onto their orbits, and they do not slow down. So technically there is really nothing slowing down per se, but it's merely our illusion from the earth, from the stationary retrograde cycle. When we view it from earth, it seems that the illusion gets created as though the planet is moving back on its orbit. The earth of course is moving at its own speed. It's orbiting around the sun at its own speed, different from that of the various planets. So there's just a sense of slowing down of a particular planet. And Mercury also rules the lower mind, which covers our environment, of how it is that we perceive information and how it is we further relate the information to others. So everything around you tends to get affected more over there, on what it is that you're hearing, what it is that someone is saying, and then further what it is that you're relaying. So be careful about especially if they are important mails, SMSs to be sent. Be just little cautious over there. Even as far as new contracts are concerned, it's not really the best of time to be signing new contracts or to be starting absolutely something new. However, if you have been carrying on, if it's a project that you have been carrying on since the last month, since say August, September, you've been working on something, and it's the time now you are sort of negotiating, or you're just closing the contract, then it is fine. But or you began the work on it and it's the work is carrying on, it's something different. But try not to start something new, because they're just unnecessary delays that happen, nothing drastic really. Also, for those of you who do pick up jobs during this time, they do not last for the longest of times, because they can be some information during a Mercury retrograde which you may not be aware about. It is not revealed during a retrograde, because it's a complete slowdown. So this is a time during a retrograde that normally we advise. It's a time to revise, review, and research the work that you have done previously. Sagittarians, the Mercury retrograde for you is in a part of your chart that's highlighting groups of people. It speaks about your group of friends or your friends at large. And sometimes when you choose to lean on friends, you find that they are leaning on you already, and then everybody gets confused. The next 3 weeks gives you a chance to discover the address this kind of situation, so that good feelings remain all around and everyone is back to a mutual cause. One reason this can happen to begin is that you may have been paying too much attention to your own goals and aspirations and lost track of your own personal support grouping. A little healthy self introspection may help you and your own ambitions find a better focus and general support where you can most rely on it. Sagittarians, even though you are not really consciously selfish, but you get at times so caught up with your own desires, your own dreams, that you forget to be the available friend. So with and like I said, the retrograde is about reviewing, and it's a good time to sit and review and put things in order as to what is the kind of friend that you have been. Maybe you've been putting too much of energy into doing stuff with groups of people, which is really it's all right, but it's not really bringing much value to any particular relationship or to a friend. So this is a time wherein that you can review and redo things wherein that you need to be looking at them. We have the total lunar eclipse, which is conjuncting with Uranus, and this is happening on the 8th of October, and it's affecting a part of your chart that has to do with creativity, it has to do with children, it has to do with love and romance. And Uranus, though, has quite a bad reputation of being this planet which causes chaos, confusion, and it brings about a lot of unpredictability and just is generally disruptive. But the Uranian energy also gives you a lot of courage, and this is, since it is highlighting your chart, which has to do with your personal creativity. A balance is sought between your personal pleasures and your social pleasures. So try to be careful that you're giving enough attention to things that are inherently or fundamentally feel good or are important to you, and things that make you feel good. So there are two things that you need to be sort of walking the tightrope on. So while you could be very happy about going out and partying and generally spending a lot of time with your group or set of people, but they could also be your certain close or few friends for whom you may not have been available at all, consciously or unconsciously. And the Uranian energy, like I said, it gives courage as well. Use this opportunity to take that courage from the Uranian energy and to make changes where they are required. Also, with the unpredictability of Uranus, you could come to know certain things about your either your friends, or it could be even something about your children that could just sort of be a little bit surprising. That it could be something quite unexpected as well. Creativity which is not confined, and the Uranian energy it's extremely dynamic. So try not to sort of confine good ideas and good thoughts which are coming to you through friends, through people, and stay open to them. They may result in something really large, and it will also help you to be in touch with people who are, or friends who have exceptional organizational skills, who could help you expand your ideas. They'll help you ensure that they just don't stay like an idea in your mind, or they just end up staying one figment of your imagination. So try and make that effort and associate with people who can help you realize your dreams. So take the Uranian energy is asking you to take a risk. And though Sagittarians as such are people who are fiercely independent and they don't like to be confined, and you're generally quite free spirited, but this is a time wherein the planets are asking you to not just curtail your personal freedom, but to look at life from the other person's or from your friends perspective as well. So this is something that you need to be looking at, and try to, as far as creative ideas are concerned, whether they're yours or whether you're expanding on those, on what your friends are giving, try and keep personal egos out of it, Sagittarians. It's of extreme importance. Now, towards the end of the month, that is around the 25th, we have Venus, and she's going to be entering Scorpio, and she's entering a part of your chart that has to do behind the scenes. Now, Venus, as we all know, is a goddess of love, beauty, sex, and even money. And Scorpion, besides the intensity and the sexuality and passion, is also a highly spiritual and a sensitive planet. Now, when Venus walks into the door of Scorpio's house, it's highlighting a part of your chart that has to do with hibernation. It has to do with behind the scenes. It has to do with secrets. It also has to do sometimes with a confinement or an illness that you may not be wanting to talk about. But with Venus being there, Venus is not very happy being in this sector, really, because she's all about she likes being out. Venus, it's a very extrovert planet, and this is sort of a hibernation for Venus, and she's not really happy. It's like putting a very beautiful person and shutting the person in a closet. So she's not happy being in this house. And however, with Venus being in hibernation, it does not mean that your love life is stagnant, but that your affections are expressed behind closed doors. You're not too comfortable talking about them yet outside socially. And attraction to secrets and whispers characterize this period, although for some it can also be a time of endings and relationship concerns and wistfulness. And there could be certain things that just maybe a relationship could just be coming to an end. A very dear relationship could be coming to an end for some of you. Personal and social contacts may be secretive, and they can be secret love affairs as well during this point of time, or at least very private love feelings and longings. And shyness can lead to loneliness or romantic frustration. So Sagittarians, keep stay away from sort of trying to internalize everything too much, your feelings too much. Make an effort to sort of speak out more about them. So it's a good month for you, Sagittarians. A lot of I would say focus on people or friends that matter, and also at the same place, on the contrast towards the end, when Venus gets into hibernation, it's a time for you to be talking about your feelings and not sort of alienate yourself with that big it's really being painfully shy, and then that leading to further loneliness. So stay away from that. Have a great October, Sagittarians. I'll see you again in November. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and take care. Thank you so much for watching.